We all spend so much time in our day trying to complete tasks and chores around the workplace and our house. It's easy for these tasks to pile up, especially when you're juggling with a job, kids, or other responsibilities. You might find yourself spending hours just trying to get things done. Hi, I'm Joel, a teacher working in Singapore. I make videos on productivity, personal development, and lifestyle hacks. If you do love this content, do consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss any videos that I published. This video will give you 12 time-saving tips that are easy to implement and help you save a ton of valuable time while simultaneously helping you to be more efficient with the task you are tackling. You'll easily get back 2 hours of your time. I personally use these tips to get more things done efficiently. Want to find out more about these tips? Keep on watching. Number 1 is to make a list of things that need to be done and prioritize them by order of importance or urgency. It is important to prioritize tasks and chores by importance or urgency, so the more important ones are done first. You can ask yourself these questions. If I can only do one thing today, what would it be? Next, ask again. If I can do 2 things today, what would they be? And finally, ask one more time. If I can do 3 things today, what would they be? I use these questions to find out what are my daily and weekly big 3. Big 3 simply means my 3 most important tasks. Number 2, building up from the previous tip, time box your day. The most important way to accomplish your task is through time boxing. Psychologists call this setting an implementation intention, which is a fancy way of saying what you are going to do and when you are going to do it. We can plan ahead by using a time boxing template, which I will share in the description below. This will help you to plot out what we are going to do and at what time. For example, you could set aside 9 to 11 AM to tackle your most important task, 11 to 12 PM to check your inbox, and then 2 to 3 PM have your meeting. All other timings are filled with different activities. Every 30 minutes or 1 hour is planned so that you don't waste any time thinking what to do. It is also important to keep these blocks of time free from distractions as possible so that you can really focus on them. The next tip is to plan ahead on what to do with small pockets of time in between activities. As you are planning the day or week, plan ahead on what to do with small pockets of time in between. If you know you have spare minutes waiting for your Uber or Grab, waiting for an appointment or your next meeting, then plan ahead and assign a task to complete during this waiting time. For me, I love to use these small pockets of time to edit my blog or YouTube script. You'll be surprised how much things you can get done rather than using this time to scroll your social media. Speaking of using small pockets of time, I just dropped my kids off for piano lesson and I have 40 minutes of free time for myself, and I intend to make full use of these 40 minutes to edit part of this video. Every week I know that I'll be sending them for piano and I have 40 minutes, so I plan ahead and make full use of these 40 minutes to do something useful. Alright, so my message to you is, remember, plan ahead and make full use of these small pockets of time. Next, use Parkinson's law to get more things done fast. Parkinson's law said that work expands so as to fill the time which is available for its completion, which signifies that the more time people dedicate in advance to a certain task, the longer it will take to complete it, even if it could be completed in less time. For example, according to Parkinson's law, if someone is given a week to complete a task that should really only take them a day to finish, they will often end up unnecessarily stretching out the task so that it will take them the whole week to complete it. Sounds familiar? I remember when I was a student, if I was given 2 weeks to complete an essay, I'll procrastinate and only start and finish the essay on the day before the deadline. So knowing the Parkinson's law, we can set artificial time constraints, that is deadlines, beyond the original ones that initially applied to the task. For example, if you are given a month to complete a certain task, but you know it is possible to get it done within a few days, you can set a deadline for yourself to finish the task within that time frame. It will save you a lot of time. The next tip is to take care of tasks as soon as they come up, instead of putting them off until later. It's important to take care of tasks as soon as they come up, rather than waiting to do them later. For example, if you read an email that requires a reply that takes you about 2 minutes, then finish the reply rather than waiting and come back later. Such accumulation of little things will take up a lot of time later. The same thing goes for household chores. For example, washing a few dishes immediately is way better than accumulating all the dirty dishes in a sink and washing them later. There won't be any big mess and it takes less time to wash those dishes. Number 6 is to have a place for your small things like keys, wallets, and cards. Have you ever spent a lot of time finding your keys, wallets, and phone, etc.? One good tip to save time from finding those items is to have a house for them. It's also helpful to have the same place for these items so that you can easily grab them and spend less time looking for them. For me, I have a small tray to put my keys, wallet, and wireless earpiece at home, as well as my workplace. Whenever I'm going out or coming back, I know exactly where those items are. Save me time from finding them. So far so good. If you like this first half of the tips that I shared, do spend 3 seconds to hit the like button. Appreciate the like. Let's move on. Number 7 is to declutter your workspace. Show me a neat and clutter-free table and I'll show you a productive person. Studies have shown that a cluttered desk causes you to be easily distracted, as all those unnecessary items are competing for your attention. You will find it difficult to stay focused to complete your task. When I reorganized my working desk a year ago to make it as minimalistic as possible, I found that my productivity has skyrocketed. So next time, spend some time after your workday to organize your workspace so that you're ready to go tomorrow. Next, take notes during meetings or lectures so that they don't have to be re-explained later. This is a good time-saving tip because it allows you to stay in the meeting for as long as possible without getting distracted. You can also take notes during this time so that you don't have to worry about re-explaining what was said during the meeting. If you are a student, paying attention and taking notes during lectures saves you more time than getting distracted and going back home to re-listen to the lecture recordings. Number 9 is to use applications to your advantage and help you to stay focused. If you find that you are easily distracted, make use of applications like Forest, Pocket to help you stay focused. For example, I mentioned before that I use Forest to set a time to do my focus work and grow a virtual tree at the same time. If I use my phone to do other things, my virtual tree will die. This helps me to stay focused for that set time and I complete my task. Pocket is another app that is designed to let you save articles, videos, and websites in a click. It saves just the text, videos, or images for a content checklist of great things you want to see later without distraction. So do stay in touch with relevant applications to help you save time. The 10th tip is to delegate or outsource tasks instead of doing them yourself. Do you find yourself doing the same task over and over again? Delegate or outsource those tasks to someone else so that you can focus on more important things. For me, I like to outsource some things that takes up time. For example, I pay a monthly fee to someone to wash my car 3 times a week. It saves me time from washing a car and I have a clean car when I drive in the morning. I also outsource my video editing work for my other YouTube channel. The freelancer is way better and more efficient than me and he charges an affordable fee as well. I can use this time save on planning and shooting my videos. Next, plan ahead when doing errands. Batch the task by venue. For example, if you need to go to the grocery store, the post office, and the tennis store to pick up your restrung racket, plan for it to be done in one day. This way, you are not running around from place to place for hours or taking multiple days to complete errands at different stores. Another great time-saving hack. Lastly, automate recurring tasks by using apps or existing services. There are many apps and tools that can help you to automate tasks so that you don't have to sit there and do the work. For example, if you want to regularly post content on your social media platforms, services like Buffer or Hootsuite let you schedule and automate your social media posts well in advance so that you don't need to sit at your desk every time to manually post those content in your social media platform. You can also use subscription services offered by e-commerce stores to automatically purchase things that you know will run out regularly. For example, I pay a monthly subscription from this online store called Cowpresso to order my favorite coffee. This way, I won't be worried if my coffee runs out. If you're paying monthly bills, you can simply set up monthly recurring payment scheme to automatically pay your bills. I find it a hassle to find time every month to pay the bills manually. Automation frees up my time, and I also don't have to worry about late payments. Wrapping up, I shared 12 time-saving tips that are easy to implement and help you save a ton of valuable time while simultaneously helping you to be more efficient with the task you are tackling. The sooner we can start applying these principles, or even just 1 to 2 ideas from the list each week, the less overwhelmed we feel throughout the day. Let me know in the comment section below which idea is most useful to you and how are you going to implement it. Don't forget to click the like button if you haven't done so, and consider subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss my next video. That's all from me today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!